Okay, bring me to the stage. Yes. All right. What's happening, everybody in YouTube land? It is Wednesday, November the 27th. It's 8:49 a.m. Y'all come on in if you want to come on in. Y'all know what we're talking about today. Well, maybe you don't know what we're talking about today. We're talking about Movequest. We got some things that are supposed to be coming out today. And I figured I'd just go live. I haven't been going live very often, and I probably should be going live a little bit more often. So thanks to you guys who are tuning in. If you're tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from, let me know where you're tuning in from, if you don't mind. If you're tuning in from the States, if you're tuning in from Australia, if you're tuning in from Spain, if you're tuning in from Mexico, Canada, wherever you're tuning in from, let me know in the comment section. Today, we are getting ready to talk about the Hatchery. Now, the Hatchery, for those of you that don't know what the Hatchery is something that Movequest has put together to enable us the opportunity to put our Movequest or our MQT tokens to work for us. And I don't think there's anything cooler than that, especially for those of us that have been holding on and believe in this MQT. Now, there's going to be many people that want to sell, and they have every opportunity to do that because this is a legit token. This is a token that has the liquidity. This is a token that is not holding anybody from turning their MQT into USDT or Avalanche or anything like that. It never has been one of those things. As a matter of fact, it has continued to survive even in the overselling of this token. And we all know that's because of the tokenomics. Those of us that have been a part of the community for some time know it's because of the tokenomics of this project that it's able to do that and still be around. All right. I haven't looked at the price this morning. I'm literally just hopping on for the day. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Like this video. Make sure you go ahead and share this with somebody that might want this information. All right. We're talking about the Hatchery today. One of the first things that I like to do in every video that you ever see me do is remind everyone this: I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. All right. I am just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different opportunities and platforms, nothing more and nothing less. Seattle's in the house. Shout out to you, Don. Thanks for joining us today. Seattle is out here in the house, and hopefully y'all are moving and grooving out there. And it's early in Seattle. Everybody must be ready for this Hatchery getting ready to come out. Dawn, are you waiting for the Hatchery too? Before you answer, I want to make sure that I mention, if you like this content, hit subscribe. If you want to be updated, hit the bell. Please, sir, please, ma'am. Let's not get scammed by people on WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, anybody that's out there that is trying to take advantage of us and maybe our lack of knowledge in this space, or maybe our abundance of hope in this space, right? There are many different scammers and plotters out there that are trying to steal our crypto. So we need to be diligent. We need to put our 2FAs on things. We need to make sure that we don't give away private keys to anyone for any reason, unless it's a family member and it's for like security reasons. So if I need to make sure that my son knows where his inheritance is, I know where to put it, right? But anyway, other than that, let's be diligent. All right. Let's be vigilant in this space, and especially in the comment section of any of these videos. Once again, thank y'all for tuning in this morning from wherever you're tuning in. We are so excited. Hopefully in about 8 minutes, if they're staying on a timestamp, right? If this is something that is triggered just by the time, we will be seeing the Hatchery launching on Movequest. Now, I am currently looking through the Discord on my phone just to kind of see what's new, if anything is new. There's a lot of people that are excited about this. Now, if you have not, all right, gone into the Discord group yet, please make sure you do that. Please make sure that you join the Discord group. It's going to be very important that you get this information. I'll just share with you guys my personal stance on it. I was one of those people that's not really excited about having to go primarily to Discord. Obviously, there are people that know a little bit more about Telegram and other ways to communicate than I do, because, honestly, it was hurting the community to be on Telegram. There was a lot of people getting taken advantage of. They were getting their MQT stolen from clicking these malicious links and different things of that nature. I'd like to say that wasn't everybody, because I think those of us that know the space know not to do things like that, but it can happen to anybody. It could be a moment of just not paying attention well enough. So like I said, those things can happen, but we have to be very, very diligent and vigilant about keeping our MQT safe. All right. Here's one thing that I hope everyone does, okay? I hope that everyone that is involved with Movequest have been listening to Lynette speak. listening to the team talk about this platform. Okay. Now, I've had some conversations with people, and those of you that know me know I am only sharing this with people that I feel like may have interest in it. Okay. I'm not sharing this with anybody that at this point right now, with the way it is, right? Anybody that's going to have to do any extra work and feel some type of way about it. If I know that about them, I'm not sharing this with them exactly right now. I'm not telling you guys what to do. The only reason I'm doing that is because I know that this may be too much for them without it being fully streamlined and ready to go. But for those of you out there that have a little bit of forward vision, that can think a little bit down the line, I think this is the perfect time to be getting acquainted with what Movequest is doing. All right. Now, if you may have seen a presentation from 3 months ago or 6 months ago, or when it was a certain price point to where it is now, and you have your own opinions on that, I respect everyone's opinion. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that you have an opinion, because it's much better to have an opinion on something that you think you have the information on or know you have the information on than to just not have any information at all or any opinion at all. But one thing that we know about this opportunity is that it's not a Ponzi scheme. Okay. Smart contracts are not all built the same way. Just because a smart contract is a smart contract doesn't mean they all go into the same category, right? And for those of you that know about tokenomics way more than I do, I would implore you to watch this latest video, this latest overview that talks about all the different things that are going on in Movequest, the future of Movequest. And this is something that I'm actually going to be doing a presentation on later. I'm going to be sharing the slides that Lynette went through last night, but nobody expresses this better than the creator herself, right? We're all in the learning phase of this. We've got so much going on. We've got Hatchery hopefully coming today. We've got the leasing hopefully coming either tomorrow or tomorrow, hopefully, because I mean, isn't tomorrow Thanksgiving? Let me just check here. Tomorrow is indeed Thanksgiving. All right. So with that being said, the goal was to have this out and ready to share with people on Thanksgiving. So I hope that is something that they are going to be able to do. All right, so here's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up Movequest, the back office, right? Because there's a few things that I want to do. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. Great, looks like you guys can. Here is my wallet right now. It is very easy to connect your wallet. This is on Google Chrome browser, just for you guys that may not know that. I have my MetaMask extension in that, okay? And back when we were on Get Fit Mining, right? This is Get Fit Mining. It was extremely easy to go to the contracts, and you see native tokens here, right? It says add to MetaMask. And these are all the different smart contracts, the different contract addresses and things of that nature. I wouldn't click on any of this stuff over here if you don't know what it does. If you don't know what this stuff right here does, don't click it. That's just my honest opinion. But if you want to add the MQT token, so it's much easier to find, you can add it straight to your MetaMask. You want to click this add to MetaMask button in the contract section on getfitmining.addresses. Now, here's one thing that I want to mention, because I had somebody reach out to me and say that they have been trying to get a part of Movequest and trying to use my link, but it hasn't been able to work because of an activation code. Okay. So when you're here on this get started portion of Get Fit Mining, the activation code is just my wallet address. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know my wallet address, which is probably 99% of you, I thought I had put it in my video, but the videos that I have in the portion where I am sharing the link to this. And I figured because it's the link, it will take you straight to here. You can activate the activation code and everything will work fine. You can also, my activation code is also my username, I believe. But as we get into Movequest, and here's why I think this is going to be more important for those of you that are going to wait for the Movequest. Now, if you're a sharer, you need to find a way to get into Get Fit today, like yesterday, honestly. If you are a sharer and you think that you want to share this, or you think that you're even a bit interested in what Movequest can do in the future, and I've been talking about this, you wanted to get a part of Get Fit Mining while it was Get Fit Mining, because the opportunity to earn 11 levels deep was still there. When Movequest launches, which is pretty much already launched, but they just have to switch the compensation code over to the new Movequest, it is not going to be paying you 11 levels deep. It's going to pay you one level of commission, 10% or rewards, 10% rewards, and that's it. Now, if you're grandfathered into the Get Fit mining like I am, great. For those of you that are in my downline, congratulations. You guys are grandfathered in as well. But for those of you that are going to be getting in tomorrow and for the future, that part is a wrap for you. And not saying that's bad. You know, some people don't want to share. Some people don't need that opportunity or whatever the case may be is. But I always wanted that opportunity. But anyway, what we're excited about coming forward, and it's almost 9 o'clock, y'all. So I don't know. I've got my Discord chat open here. Well, not quite. Let me do that right now. Actually, I thought I had it open. I had switched off it for a second. And what I'm looking for is just an announcement that says, hey, the hatchery is starting. Some people are asking, hey, is the hatchery still starting at 9 a.m. Eastern? And I'm waiting for some folks to answer. But right now, these are my stats. So here's a couple things that I want to do right now, right? I want to go ahead. And the first thing I actually want to do is I want to go to my Get Fit Mining application. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know what that is, it is the actual app, right? It is the actual app that will soon be replaced by the Movequest app. Okay. So I want to make sure that everyone understands that this is just for the time being that we're still working with this Get Fit Mining application to submit our proof of activity. All right. Very important. So you want to make sure. Oh, I need to make sure I have some Movequest. And here's another thing that is really cool. I know I'm kind of bouncing around right now, but bear with me for a second, y'all, because I'm about to do something that is going to help me get all this stuff done. All right. So let me see if I can go ahead and find this. I have another. Here we go. Here. Wait, no, is it? Where did it go? Now I'm looking for the browser I was using. Okay, here it is. Okay, so in this section right here, we have several things. We've got a claim section and we've got a send section. Now, this send section is to fuel your in-app wallet. And I think this is so awesome because this takes the Avalanche that is already in your MetaMask. And because we're using Avalanche as the fee to fuel our transactions and our submissions here, we need to make sure that we have some Avalanche. So I have Avalanche in my wallet. I have about 0.3571, it looks like. And I want to be able to fund my in-app wallet. Now, as I'm looking here, it says I have 0.357 in my Avalanche or in my MetaMask, and I have 0.315 AVAX in my actual wallet, my MQT fuel wallet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let's say I'm going to send 0.2, right? I'm going to go ahead and send 0.2. It's going to call up a contract on my MetaMask, and I'm not sure that you guys can see that. Share this tab instead. Oh, okay. So I can share that tab. We can confirm, right? Oh, it went away. Let's get it back up here. Boom, share. All right. So now, if I refresh this page, we should see some more in my wallet, fuel my in-app wallet. So now we're seeing 0.515847. Okay. My connected wallet, this is showing my MetaMask stats, right? So in MetaMask, I had about 15 bucks, but I moved about $10 so that I can go ahead and finish my submission fee on my Get Fit app for a couple days. So, all right. So you guys can't see that, but submission fee balance is 0.515. The Avalanche submission fee that I had to pay is 0.10. So I should have enough here. We do that transaction. It'll make a noise. You guys heard that noise? That's just Get Fit Mining app doing its thing. Now that we have submitted that, I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page. I want to see the pending claims tab, right? So we have pending claims of, it should be 12 days to claim that we can right now. And it's 10.25 pending MQT, which is about $204 that I can claim right now. And the reason why I'm claiming this right now is because when the hatchery starts, The whole point of the hatchery is to be able to use the MQT that is just kind of sitting there in your wallet and put it to work. How does it put it to work, you might ask? Well, here's what it does. It gives you terms that you can hatch, and this is for a limited time now. These are going to be things that are put up in spurts and different things of that nature. It'll be better explained. I think it's been explained great so far, because I'm still learning about it. I'm not the best at explaining it. But what it's doing is it's going to hold on to the MQT that you decide to deposit into it, right? It's going to have a certain time frame that it holds on to it, right? Now, what that does, it relieves some of the selling pressure from the market. If a lot of people are participating in the hatchery, then it knows for a certain term of time, whether it's 7 days or 28 days, that it's going to not be selling or moving that MQT. It's going to be staying pretty solid. Now, here's one thing I want to mention that was mentioned on a call last night. If you are a person that puts your MQT into the hatchery, you decide at some point that, oh, I need to use my MQT for something, or I don't want to be in the hatchery anymore, or whatever the case may be, that's fine. You can literally decide to end that hatchery contract or whatever that you had. You can get your MQT back into your wallet. But what that does is it negates the clock that you are on. So it stops that clock. All right. So, and what that also does, it gives another opportunity for someone else to take your spot in the hatchery. There are limited spots in the hatchery. I do believe there's going to be only 100,000 MQT that can be placed in the hatchery. When it reaches 100,000 MQT, the hatchery is going to be done for that time. All right. And it won't be a new spot won't be re-released until an old spot is let back out. So that means when one of the hatchery spots gets opened, you'll have an opportunity to come back in. All right. So let's look at the hatchery, see if it's come up yet. Nothing more in the hatchery. So let's go ahead and do what we were going to do here. We're going to go ahead and put a claim on this MQT. All right. That's what we're excited about doing right now. We're going to put a claim on this MQT. So it's 10.2582. Like I said, we're going to put a claim on that. We're now claiming. It's going to bring up this tab here. And I want to make sure you guys can see that. This is the contract that it pulls up. It's going to give you the messages to be careful, all that great stuff. It's going to give you the estimated changes, all of that. All right, the estimated fee, 1.86 AVAX. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough AVAX in your wallet to pay transaction fee. Oh, great. Okay, so let me make sure that I do that. All right. I want to make sure that I have enough AVAX to do that. And I thought I did, actually, as a matter of fact. Dawn says, I really miss, let me just click it so y'all can see. I really miss Novatech, been hacked about 5 BTC, 15 XRP by Star Market Traders. Limited, blessings all. Yes, this is a risky space, unfortunately, Dawn. This is something that, and I don't mean to sound, like a person that doesn't care, right? Because I do care. This is things that I was even involved in. As a matter of fact, I missed Novatech for the sole reason that I had $300,000 in there, and I was earning on that Novatech. I was earning on Novatech for a while, but honestly, Novatech has been gone for quite some time. So I can't miss something necessarily anymore that hasn't shown me love in that much time, right? That's like holding on to an ex that did you real dirty, like she did you real dirty. So I'm not holding on to anything. As a matter of fact, I'm moving forward. Movequest is allowing me, helping me to literally move forward with Movequest. And I can't say this enough. I have so much respect for all the leaders in the space. And for those of you that have been sending me different opportunities and stuff like that, I just have not been interested. This is what I've been interested in. Movequest is along the line of things that I do every day. I'm an active individual. I work out. I'm a person that's going for walks and walking my dog. And movement is very important to me. I went on a journey this year to lose weight. I remember telling one of my bandmates, by the time the end of July hits, I want to be able to see all my packs, all my 6-packs. And I didn't exactly get there in July, but I definitely got there in August. And guess what showed up in August? Movequest. It is now about to be the end of November. I'm approaching my 32nd birthday, and I'm in the best shape of my life. And I can definitely say that it was large in part of the motivation that I had inside of me. Of course, life definitely lifed. It was doing its life, and it was doing its big life in 2024. But ladies and gentlemen, Movequest came at the perfect time. So with that being said, all the different things that are happening with Movequest, we're so excited about. Now, I'm bouncing back and forth a little bit because one, I have to make sure that I have some Avalanche, right? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go get some Avalanche into my MetaMask wallet so that I can go ahead and claim the MQT, all right? And the reason why I want to claim my MQT is because I want to be able to participate in the hatchery, all right? So to be able to participate in the hatchery, we have to make sure that we have everything that we need to have. So I'm going to get about $50 worth of Avalanche right now on my Kraken wallet. Now this can take I understand I won't be able to purchase it, withdraw this purchase for 72 hours. Good old Kraken wallet, right? Gotta love it. So we'll figure that out, right? We may just have to move some of the fee money that we just moved into our Get Fit Mining or Movequest funding app and move it back over to the other wallet just in a minimal amount. Just to be able to take care of the fee that is there. All right. I want to make sure that the fee is able to be taken care of. That is extremely important. See if it'll honor this transaction that's going on. Looks like it did. All right. So a lot of things going on. Dawn, I completely understand where you are, where you're coming from. But this is one of those things that make me feel about a good rebound. There's so many different platforms out there that you guys can be interested in. But very little of them are doing what Movequest is doing in its totality. Now we can try to decide or talk about the differences and the similarities. A lot of you are interested in trading platforms, and I think that's great. I think when you have an opportunity to be a part of a trading platform that you can trust and you're a trader, or maybe you know a trader that you can trust and have a great relationship with and build with, I think that that's awesome. Go for it. Have a great time with that. But there's also risk involved in that. There's risk involved in everything. There's risk involved in this MQT Movequest token. All right. But we have to choose the risk that better suits us personally. And I rather choose the risk that says, hey, look, well, if I'm getting more personally physically fit, I have an opportunity to accumulate a token that is actually withdrawable, has liquidity, is exchangeable for stable coins and different things of that nature. I want to take that chance. I'm going to take that opportunity, take that risk. It's helping me in the things that I'm doing already. I'm not a trader. I'm not a person that spends a lot of time in front of the charts. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my brother James yesterday. I was like, bro, I don't know that much about trading. So when you come with trading knowledge and different things of that nature, I don't know necessarily much about that. But as far as calling this a Ponzi scheme, you'll never hear me go that far. Lynette has done a great job explaining why it's not a Ponzi scheme. All right. 90% of the money that is ever transacted in Movequest stays within the community. All right. And that is benefiting everyone that's involved. So let me see if I got what I need here. Let me go ahead and share my screen one more good time. We are still awaiting the hatchery, ladies and gentlemen. I'm kind of bouncing around because I know this is around the time that they said that the hatchery was going to be started. And we are all still patiently waiting for that. Has anybody had any issues with Movequest? For those of you that are watching and listening right now, I would love to know if you had any issues. Now, if you have, there is a dedicated support team that is there to help everyone. And that is what I expressed to someone that reached out to me about the activation code. And I think I mentioned this earlier in this broadcast today, but all the help you could ever need is right here in this community. You just gotta want to be a part of the community enough to take a few steps on your own. Not everyone is going to handhold you forever. Okay. And that's just for the folks that need hand holding. I don't think that that's everyone out here in the space because you understand the space. This is not a space where people can handhold you and make decisions for you. You have to assess your own personal situations and move forward in that way. All right. Now, a lot of people are in the chat excited about Movequest launching the hatchery. Why is it still saying not open? Wow, a lot of early birds here. Of course, because you told everyone that it was going to be ready at 9 a.m. and you got BOJ going live at 9:13 awaiting the hatchery. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all excited about what Movequest is doing. All right. So to keep that excitement, people got to do what they say they're going to do. All right, so let me get back over here to where I was. We're going to do this claim. We're going to see if this claim will go ahead. It should be a fee of $1. All right, shouldn't even be that big a deal to go ahead and claim this right now and get it taken care of. All right, so we're claiming we got the fee in there. All right, it's handling the claim situation. Hopefully you guys can see that claiming tab doing its spin down there, doing its thing. And when it's done, I'll get a notification in MetaMask to let me know that it's done claiming those tokens. And when that happens, we should see that reflected here in our connected wallet. All right. So let's see. So there we go. We now see that reflected in our wallet. Now, these 2 days that are still here are still the pending days. Okay. So I'm not even going to try to claim those. Plus, it's a fee of $9 to try to claim that. All right. Now, I was seeing some comments, right? Some people are still confused about how this works. Okay. Now, I'm not sure, or maybe it only claims 10 at a time. That's another thing that I'll have to say. Looks like now it only claims 10 at a time. So I wanted to claim all 12. I'm not sure if there's a way that can be done, but now this only claims 10 at a time, which is cool. That's fine with me. I can now wait another 8 days to claim the rest of this. But here's how this works. Okay. And I want to zoom in up here to the top. Okay. For those of you that had questions about mining claims, and this at one point was very expensive to do for everyone. It had not been in a scalable way, and this was changed, right? So if you claim after 1 day, if you're a person that's out there and you're maxing out all your miners and all that great stuff, you're getting your 15 shares, which is accumulating a little bit over 1 MQT per day, which is a little over $20. I think MQT is sitting at, let's see. CoinMarketCap says that MQT right now is at $19.91. Okay. So a few sells, got down to sub $20. I still see this as an opportunity to buy. We've seen this as high as 100 and as low as $1. It launched at $1. It's still in the profit for those of us that have been involved since it was $1. But back to these fees, to incentivize waiting, to incentivize holding on to your claiming your MQT, right? Which is not a bad thing. The fee structure for this decreases every day. Now, it looks like there's some changes going on. Looks like the hatchery might be available. I'm not seeing a soon anymore. So that's awesome. Let me finish this and I'll get to the hatchery, y'all. That's awesome news and great to be seeing that. Each day that you wait is going to lower the fee that you have to pay. It's going to go from $10 if you were to claim every day to $1 if you were to claim every 10 days. Now, if you claim 10 days every day, that's $100. If you claim 100 days, 10 dimes, that's $10. So you got to decide what it is that you want to do. I believe this is a long-term platform, so I don't have that fear in me that says, well, I need to have $10 of AVAX every day because I never know when this platform is going to go away. No, I don't think it's going away for a good amount of time. I don't think this is going away for the foreseeable future. As a matter of fact, they've talked about how this platform can be here till 2060 plus. All right. For those of you that understand, you understand. Okay, let's go ahead and doing a restart to reset. No doubt, Dawn. That's the right. I got to show that. Doing a restart to reset. And I think that's what we all have to do. Some people find the right platform that makes them feel comfortable with that reset and that restart. And I think that's so important. All right. So thank you, Dawn, for sharing that. Now let's go ahead and jump into this hatchery, y'all. Let's see what the hatchery's going on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see this hatchery? Y'all put some ones in this chat if y'all ready to see this hatchery. All right, if I get at least 2 ones in the chat, I'm gonna pull this hatchery up. I already know I only got 5 people watching, but you got to make it a little bit exciting sometimes. Give people a reason to start clicking things, right? Either way, in about a 60-second time frame, I'm about to click this hatchery button because I can't wait that much longer. But we just claimed 10 days of our MQT, and now I know when it reached day 10, I'm gonna go ahead and claim. I'm not gonna leave 2 days to wait or whatever. We're just gonna go ahead and claim everything. Even though it'll only take me another 8 days to get to my optimal time to be able to claim my MQT. We now have 27 MQT or $537 worth of MQT in our wallet. And we're excited about that, especially since we're about to get into this hatchery. So let's go ahead and get into this hatchery. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you that are watching, thanks for watching. Let's see what this hatchery is all about. Look at this beautifulness. Begin hatching. All right. Now pick a card and let the hatching begin. So you can decide to incubate a, this is a mover. I wish they had the names of these. I'm tripping. They do. So the reward. All right, let's look at this. Let's get a little bit deeper here. All right, let's look a little bit closer. The reward for incubating $100 worth of MQT, which right now is 5.02 MQT, right? 5.02 MQT. And I'm starting to see some folks going live now, so that's awesome. Everybody's going live, talk about the hatchery, and that is awesome. 7 days in the incubation, $100 worth of MQT, $10 worth of AVAX fees for this, right? So you got to pay $10 fee plus the $100 in MQT. The incubation is 7 days. You will receive a mover at the end of the 7 days. Now, the mover is the Lenny, old Lenny is now called a mover. It's going to get you 50% mining power. Now, let me explain what this does. It goes into the incubation for 7 days. This $100 worth of MQT will go in there. However, it is not something that is going to stay in there. At the end of that 7 days, you are going to get your MQT back, and you are going to get the reward of a mover. How awesome is that? So let me tell you guys what this is giving the ability to do. Here's what this is giving the ability to do, ladies and gentlemen. This is giving everyone the ability to buy MQT. You don't even have to mine any of these miners. At this point, you don't have to mine a miner. You don't have to pay $50 for this miner. Now, I advise you to do that, Well, actually, you do what you want to do. I'm mining these miners, right? And I'm also going to take advantage of this hatching. But this gives you an opportunity for, if you are a person that holds on the MQT, if you have MQT, if you just decide to buy it on the open market, you can now be getting Lennies, movers and trailblazers and explorers and vanguards. Of course, you have to wait the certain amount of day time period. It could be 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, or 28 days. Yes, you will have to stake the amount of MQT, but you're going to get a reward for this miner. How awesome is that? You don't have to evolve it. It'll come to you already evolved. Now, it's not going to give you that Titan. All right. There's not a way to incubate and get a Titan. Okay. But what this is allowing you to do for the fee is going to be $10 across the board. The fees go to liquidity. So this is all going to be helping the platform, and it's going to be allowing us to get these miners. Now, someone asked the question. I think Herschel asked this question last night, and I think he understands. I have no doubt he understands. But this question was asked, I believe, for someone that maybe didn't understand. If you have 8 omegas or you're maxing out every day at the highest capacity, you can do that. What is the purpose of putting your MQT into this hatching and getting any one of these very valuable miners? Here's the answer Lynette gave in a summary, right? Now, the first advantage is you're able to get your MQT back. This is not you depositing MQT and you can't get it back. You're not losing your MQT. It's your MQT, right? So that's awesome. The fees go to help the community. That's another awesome thing. But for those of us that have all of our docking slots filled up and everything, leasing is coming in the next 48 hours, I believe. Okay. This is going to give everyone an opportunity to lease a miner to the community without having to mine it. Now, if you want to get your miners immediately, by all means, go ahead and get your miners. It takes about the same MQT. You can get a Lenny right now. For the MQT you would stake, you can get 2 Lennies. Or I'm sorry, 2 movers. I keep saying Lennies. They're called movers now. For this $100, you can get 2 movers. Movers are $50 worth of MQT. But ladies and gentlemen, if you've got all of your slots filled and you're trying to figure out what's the purpose of getting these miners as a reward, you're going to be able to lease them. But not only that, most importantly, we are going to be able to relieve some of the selling pressure for 7, 14, 21, and 28 days, respectively, because we are staking our MQT. I think that's awesome. Let's read what it says over here in the Hatchery new opportunity section. It says the Hatchery is your gateway to transforming MQT into powerful mining assets. By depositing MQT, you can hatch miners over time, ranging from movers to vanguards, while contributing. Hold on, must be some more updating going on. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. The Hatchery is your gateway to transforming MQT. Let's just start from the top because it looks like this is different. Hatchery is your gateway to transforming MQT into powerful mining assets. By depositing MQT, you can hatch miners over time, ranging from movers and vanguards, while contributing to the ecosystem's growth. With flexible withdrawals, dynamic ecosystem fees that support liquidity, and the ability to lease or mine with your new miners, the Hatchery not only maximizes the utility of your MQT, but also strengthens the long-term stability of the entire platform. Hatch your future today, ladies and gentlemen, and you have the opportunity to do just that. These cards are in the Hatchery, actively incubating. Keep an eye on their timers. Get ready to claim your miners upon release. So we're going to go ahead and refresh this page. They obviously are doing some updating to this Hatchery. And here's one thing that I want to do. They're updating this whole system. Okay, so we have to bear with them during this time. They're getting this all rolled out. I want to jump into Discord real quick to see if there's anything that is being said. Are we supposed to approve this creepy warning? This is not a creepy warning necessarily to me. That's a warning that we get every time. All right, they're working on it. It's hatching incubation chamber open, but nothing in it. Of course, we were all just able to see what it will probably be looking like. It was rebooted. So they're going to be updating this throughout the day, and Hatchery is going to be here pretty soon. But here's one thing that I want to do. I do want to turn some of this MQT that I have in my MetaMask, and I want to turn it into Avalanche. We have some claims here. Earning, let me see. All right, wallet, send from pending claims. I thought there used to be one that was able to maybe sell your MQT and get Avalanche. But we can do that in MetaMask. So that's all good. All right. So I'm going to take some of my Movequest. I'm actually going to take one Movequest, one MQT. Only one. And we are going to sell it for Avalanche. All right. Going to get my quote. It's fetching the quote now. For those of you that can't, may be able to see that, may not. It's going to ask me to check everything, make sure I understand the fees. We're going to go ahead and do that swap. And that should be done pretty soon. And it should be reflected right here in the back office that you see right now pretty soon. All right. Because that's how well connected this amazing application is. I see some ones. There we go, Dawn. You see them. I appreciate you showing those ones there and tuning in and being active in the comment section. That's awesome. Thank you, Dawn. Appreciate the interaction. You know, sometimes it gets a little lonely in here. It gets a little lonely. All right, so we're refreshing the page. As you can see, my MQT has been reflected. I have one less MQT, but I now have the Avalanche to be able to jump into the Hatchery. The Hatchery looks like it's working right now. All right, so if I'm looking at my dashboard, I have 517 worth of MQT, right? Now, I'm a person that has 8 slots filled with Titans. These are all Titans, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm excited about it. So getting back into this Hatchery, what is one that I can participate in? Now, I can participate in this Mover reward one, this Trailblazer reward one, or this Explorer reward one, because I have up to that amount of MQT in my wallet. I don't have 27 MQT anymore because I just sold a Movequest to get some Avalanche, which is fine. Some of you may have to do that to participate in this, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to test this first mover, all right? We're just going to give it a test, and I want to share this tab so you guys can see, all right? Hopefully you guys can see this, right? It says, because of an error, We couldn't check for security alerts. We could only continue if you trust every address involved. All right. So if you trust every address involved, allow access to and transfer of all your virtual activity device. This is what it says. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. And we're going to approve that. All right. And we're going to go ahead and jump back into the share screen and look at Movequest and see what it says. All right. Did it finish? We're still waiting for it to finish. It is still pending. All right. Looks like it just got finished pending. Transaction confirmed. So let's go ahead and refresh this. And as we can see, we're still dealing with some updates and things that may not show efficiently right now. But pretty soon, we're hoping to see in our incubation chamber that one that we just finished doing. Now, I want to show you guys that it did finish doing that. Hopefully, I can not share this tab. Is it showing that tab? It's not showing that tab. It's not showing my MetaMask. But I'm looking at my MetaMask now, and it says that it has been approved and all that great stuff. So all we're doing right now is just pretty much waiting on everything to reflect. It does show a check in the hatchery now, which was different than it showed before. All right. Now, if I'm reflecting and, it still has my MQT showing here. If we go to hatchery, it's not showing anything in the incubation chamber yet. So, like I said, when things are new, technology is new, it's a little bit different. All right. You have to give it some time. You have to be a little bit patient. But that's the way it should work. It should be able to click on incubate. It's going to pull up a tab if it allows you to do it. If not, it won't come up. So right now, it seems like they're still doing an update. They're still trying to make sure that it's working properly as it's rolling out. And of course, with all the people that have been excited about this hatchery, I'm sure that it's a little bit congested. All right. So we're very, very patient here in this hatchery launch. And we're live. So, things are going to happen live that I can't necessarily plan or that you can't plan. But let's look at the Discord really quickly. Now my wallet is disconnected, won't connect. So hatching a mine now, do you earn MQT or also no? If you have questions about the hatchery, please get into your back office and watch or get into that back office and read what I'm reading or watch Lynette's video last. Now, I know this is the right place to ask these questions, and you're going to get your questions answered. So don't feel bad about asking these questions in the Discord group, okay? That is the place you want to ask them. That is the great place to ask these questions, okay? But make sure that you're doing your own due diligence as well. Don't just be out here aimlessly asking questions when all the information is accessible. I can't even get accessible out. It's accessible to you. The information that you need is accessible. All right. I'm trying a mover and it didn't incubate, so they must be doing last minute updates. So many of us at the same time may have caused it to slow down or stop until bugs being fixed. You paid AVAX to pay approved transaction. Second step will be actually doing the transaction and purchasing the Vanguard with an AVAX fee of $10. All right. So let's go ahead and look at this here. Let's see if I can refresh this and see if there's anything new. Okay. So that's different. It's still showing my hatchery here. All of my MQT is still here intact. So we're still kind of waiting for this to start showing the way that I think that they would want it to see. But ladies and gentlemen, for what we were able to see from that hatchery, it's been, this is pretty much what it's going to be. And when it's working and moving efficiently, we just about count on it working like this. All right. Incubate. I'm pressing the incubate button for these different things, and it's not pulling anything up just yet. But if it were to show you my MetaMask, it does show that VAB was approved. That movement of the virtual asset was approved. So we should see this reflected pretty soon. All right. So excited about that. So for those of you out there, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. If you have any questions about what's going on with Movequest in general, feel free to ask. I'll answer them the best way that I can. I already have a mover miner, so this is just one that's on the side. And let's go over this really quick. For those of you that are out there that want to be a part of the Movequest opportunity right now, right? To connect the wallet, you need an activation code, all right? To be a part of this, you need an activation code. And right now in the networking session is not giving us our specific links. But if you want to be a part of this right now, you can be a part of this. If you have not been a part of Movequest so far, you just need an activation code. All right. And I will give you the activation code that you need. All you have to do is reach out to me and I'll send it to you. It is literally just my wallet address. All right. That's all that it takes. So if that's something that you're interested in, just reach out to me. You can contact me at my email at bankofgerald@protonmail.com. I'm also on Telegram at Bank of Gerald. That's it. Like just Bank of Gerald. The way it's spelled on YouTube is the way it's spelled. All right. So I want to make sure that anyone that has the want to be a part of Movequest has the opportunity to be a part of Movequest. All right. Never been one to tell people what to do, but I've always been one to share with people the information that I have that I feel that will help people. All right, let's go back into the hatchery, see if anything's changed. Now, what we're looking to see in the hatchery at this point for me is in my incubation chamber, I want to see this mover that I've already done. All right. Hit the button after, just took a little bit more AVAX, also did the 4 times clicking to approve on MN, but only small amounts of AVAX came out. Card didn't go in the chamber. So people are having some issues right now, of course, because we're all trying to access this system at the same exact time. All right. And this is all over the world. The reason that they did this at 9 a.m. is because it gives people the opportunity from all over the world to have a time that they're hopefully all awake and active to get a part of the hatchery. Now, I don't want people to feel like you're going to miss out on the hatchery because there's 100,000 MQT limit that it has, right? Now, I don't remember exactly how many MQT is in circulation right now, but it's showing 100,000. I don't think it's 100,000. All right, based on the numbers that Lynette shared on the video, and all I got to do is go back and look at the video to see because I think she talked about it. But ladies and gentlemen, this is an opportunity that we have to put our MQT to work. Okay, instead of just holding it in our wallets, which a lot of us are doing, there's nothing wrong with that. All right, a lot of us are excited about what MQT is doing. So we are holding it. We don't have a problem holding it 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 28 days. We don't have that problem. Some of the other people in the community have that problem because we see the token getting sold all the time. It was sold massively to the tune of over $15 million liquidated, and we're still alive and still kicking. So all that Ponzi talk, I don't really know too much about how your brain puts that together in this sense. But there's a lot of people say this is a Ponzi scheme. And we've been involved, unfortunately, with a lot of different Ponzi-nomics schemes out here. I just don't see that with Movequest, honestly. But here we have the opportunity to get these rewards of the miners. And then when leasing is available, we can drop them in the leasing docs. How awesome is that? All right. Still waiting for the incubate buttons to be working. Obviously they are still working on this, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm not fretting at all. I am still excited just to be able to see this hatchery section in the way that it has been launched. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. Pick a card and let the hatching begin. We're going to get these cards. It's going to have a timeline. It's going to share with us. It's going to have a time stamp on it. It shares with us how long we have until our rewards are going to be through. Now, for those of you that have gotten through and been able to finish the approval of the transaction in your MetaMask and all that great stuff, hopefully the time starts when we actually finish that approval of the transaction. Hopefully that's when the time starts. All right. But if not, that's okay. We still wait the 7 days. But for those of you that are in here trying to get your Vanguards and your Explorers and Trailblazers, just be patient with the opportunity, okay? One more time, I want to read this for those of you that may not have an opportunity to hear me say it before. This is the hatchery, unlocking new opportunities. The hatchery is your gateway to transferring MQT into powerful mining assets. By depositing MQT, you can hatch miners over time, ranging from movers to vanguards, while contributing to the ecosystem's growth. With flexible withdrawals, dynamic ecosystem fees that support liquidity, and the ability to lease or mine with the new miners that you just earned as a reward. I added that last part. The hatchery not only maximizes the utility of your MQT, but also strengthens the long-term stability of the entire platform. So hatch your future today. And when you do get involved in the hatchery, your cards will be placed in the incubation chamber where it will share. These cards are in the hatchery, actively incubating. Keep an eye on their timers and get ready to claim your miners upon release. And there's another reason why you want to keep an eye on the timers, because as soon as the timer's up, that spot is going to be released. So if you want to be able to jump right back in and incubate some more, you might want to be paying attention to when this is, because it might just be that this hatchery is full. All right. I'm not foreshadowing anything negative here, because if the hatchery is full, that means that's 100,000 MQT, ladies and gentlemen, that is being staked for a certain period of time, whether it's 7 days or 28 days, that it is releasing it's relieving the pressure of selling in the market. I think that is just genius. And I'm not the person that's an expert on tokenomics, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not. I'll be the first one to tell you. I am not the expert on tokenomics. But what I am is a person that's willing to learn. I'm listening to the people that are experts. I'm listening to the creator. I'm listening to the team. And man, while this hatchery is getting itself together, I cannot wait to see the different stuff that's going on. The app is going to be here soon. The leasing is going to be here in the next few days, if not today into tomorrow. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and we're going to be out here moving, ladies and gentlemen. I suggest everyone get out there and get moving. Now, the reason why I'm so excited about the application, right? For us to submit our proof of activity, we have been having to go back to the Get Fit Mining app to do that, right? To see our statistics on steps and to see our statistics on the calories burned and the sleep achieved and the workout time that we were able to get and the distance of steps or biking or whatever distance we logged that day. We need to get to the Get Fit Mining, which still means the Get Fit Mining is a part of how we are maneuvering and being a part of the ecosystem of this platform. Now, when it completely goes from Get Fit Mining to 100% Movequest, that means the application is here. That means the DApp, the Web3, which you guys are looking at right now, is working efficiently and moving the way that it should be. That's going to be a very exciting day. And I think that that's going to be the day that this starts to grow exponentially, because a lot of people don't want to deal with some of the back and forth and the in and out and having to do so much. They've already made this onboarding process extremely painfully easy. But to get to this process, you need an activation code and all this different stuff. It's not just as simple as clicking a link right now. All right. It's still in the development mode. As a matter of fact, it has not been cleared from the development mode yet. However, what we are able to be a part of and see here, I do believe is an amazing thing. And we are able to see this as it continues to just increase and get better. Now, of course, connections is not private. Attackers may be trying to steal your information from dev.movequest.com. So we're going to go ahead and refresh this page here. Click the not secure cookies and site data. I'm not going to worry about this right now. How do I get to go ahead and just keep going anyway? That's what I'd like to do. I want to keep going anyway. Reload. All right. So let's try it again. dev.movequest.com. And this is the beauty of being live, because you get to deal with stuff like this. And I'm sure they're going to have this fixed in no time at all. Turn on enhanced protection to get highest level security. You know, I'm already pretty secure and everything. So anyway, I'm going to stop the share for the time being, because there's nothing really to see on that page until there's something to see. And right now there's nothing to see. But we know that they're doing these updates and they're trying to get everything together. Everybody's getting excited. They're like, give it to me now. I need now. And of course, you know, sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. But listen, patience is a virtue. It's something that this is going to give you the opportunity to flex. You're going to not get an opportunity to flex that patience that you have. All right. Because if we're thinking about what Movequest has done to this point, if we're really thinking about that, we have no reason to fear. We have no reason to be worried. Movequest has done everything that they said they were going to do. All right. The hatchery is here. It is currently being rolled out, and we're going to see it move more efficiently throughout the day. We got to give it some time. It literally just launched within the hour. And while it's launching, we've got some people saying I'm officially incubating. This is the beauty of being tuned into the chat as well. See if we can update here. Reload. Still getting privacy error. I just want to keep going. Let me keep going. It should have had a tab that says, "Hey, do you want to continue anyway?" Because I'd like to continue anyway. That's what I want to do. I want to just keep moving anyway. Or at least them just ask me. You know? But I'm sure there's a way to and when the dev part gets moved from this and all of the stuff is working efficiently, I don't think we're going to be dealing with too much of these issues. But I'm gonna do this really quickly. Reload the page. Hey, that's all I want to do, y'all. I just want to be able to go ahead and see if it's in the incubator. Not working. It's not working for us yet. So here's what we're gonna do. Hatching is one by one. Let's see. Somebody jumped in here and said, "What is everyone talking about?" We got to stay informed, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going to be in the Discord for Movequest, stay informed. It's just funny to see. No shade. I guess there's a little bit of shade because I really do try to stay informed about everything. But I've been told that, sometimes I say things that hurt people's feelings and I don't even realize it. So I'm working on it. But as for right now, we're going to take some deep breaths, like it says in the Discord group. And we are going to wait for this to be moving efficiently. We've already tried to get through that portion, and we're going to allow it to do its thing. We're going to allow it to try to get out there. Like I said, it being 9 a.m. and this being a worldwide global opportunity, this is just one of those things you're going to deal with technology. All right. You're going to deal with some ups and downs and different things of that nature. But at the same time, we are excited about this hatchery. We were able to at least go through the process a little bit and see what it was all about. I do believe we will be moving more efficiently by the end of the day. But this should also, for those of you that are excited about the rest of the things coming, right? This should also let you know that in the first couple hours of leasing, even when that gets involved, there could be some technical difficulties. All right. So let's be patient with the process. All right. Let's continue to be patient with Movequest because they have honestly done everything that they said they were going to do. And you can only incubate one at a time, seems like not one at a time, but you have to incubate each one by one. All right. You can incubate as many minors as you want as far as my understanding goes, but you have to do each one by one. I know people are having some issues with that as well. I'm just kind of looking through the general chat here in the group. But hey, listen, ladies and gentlemen, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be updated, notified, hit the bell. Please, sir, please, ma'am. Don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man. If he gets you, nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. And ladies and gentlemen, Movequest is here. If you have not, if you don't understand, if you don't get it by now, it is here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it may be having some website issues and different things of that nature. All right. I think dev dashboard is back up. Okay, so let's do a screen share just really quickly. We've got disclaimers out the way, so we can always sign out at any time. But this is back up. Let's go ahead and check it out. Hit the share button. Okay, so we are back here now. The website seems to be up. The hatchery part is not reflecting anymore. It used to have a check there. It's not showing the one I did in the incubation. Let me click incubate, see if it brings up a process. All right, so it is bringing this back up again. All right, so if you can see it, we're going to go through the process, confirm, approve. And it's going to go through its process of incubating, right? For those of you that can't see them, zoom in a little bit. It says incubating, right? And it was reflecting the fees. So here's the beautiful thing. Here's what was just reflected. To do this at a mover level, it's only going to be $3 worth of AVAX. All right, so that's awesome. All right, it's asking me some improving questions. You got to go through 2 levels of that. It's going to approve the fees as well. And as you can see, the fees have been updated. The mover, the hatching fee, and this is very important, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm glad I stayed on. The mover fee, or the hatching fee for the mover, is $3. The fee for the hatching of the Trailblazer is $6. The fee for the hatching of the Explorer is $12, and the fee for the Vanguard hatching is $24. And I'm glad they've got that updated and figured out, so that it's not all $10 reflected there, because it was all $10 before. So if I refresh this page here, it's not showing what I hatched, but it looks like the fees were reflected here. So let me see. It does have my hatchery shown as a checked off mark here, which is great. That's a great sign. Now let's go back to hatchery. Those are there. All right. It does show that my thing was confirmed here in the blockchain. And we're just waiting to see the card show up in the incubation chamber, which could be the portion that they're working on right now. They could be working on making sure that that card is reflected in the incubation chamber. So some of you may be jumping over there to check it out right now. Be patient with the process still. Okay, it's very, very important. I'm going to actually try to incubate this this Trailblazer one as well and see if it pulls anything up. And it doesn't as far as right now. There we go. Pulled up the smart contract for that. You may have to click on it a couple times. But here's what I'm hoping. And I'm not going to stay on live for very much longer. I'll probably stay on live till about 10 a.m. And then I'm just going to let them do with their thing. And I'm going to come back to this in the afternoon, because it doesn't make much sense to stress myself out about this at all right now. That transaction looks like it was confirmed in there. The incubate button has stopped circulating. So as we go back to the dashboard, see if anything's reflected differently there. Nothing's reflected too differently there. Hatchery is still showing here, so that's good. It's still recognizing that I have something in the hatchery. It's just not showing it in the incubation chamber just yet. All right. So jump back into Discord just really quickly. Now it's saying error, can't get to the dev site. Of course, we've already seen that. Hatchery is not ready yet. It will surely, we will surely let you know once it is. This is from 9:48 a.m. Okay, so I just want to share this. It'll be another 30 minutes. Feel free to keep copying and pasting the message. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy this message, copy text, and I'm gonna post it in my Telegram group right now, letting everyone know to give it another 30 minutes. Okay. So if you're listening to me talk right now, give it another 30 minutes. If you're watching this at a later time, understand that it's 9:53 Eastern right now. And I'm hoping by 11, I'm going to give it another hour. 11 a.m., we should be seeing a more efficient looking hatchery. And hopefully it'll have some of the hatcheries that I've already put through the system there. We are also hoping to see leasing launched. And hopefully the launching of the hatchery teaches a lesson about what leasing is going to take, and the marketplace is going to take, and the quests are going to take. We're also excited and hoping to see our links being able to be shared. I think this is something that they should add to just make it easy so people don't have to be giving out these long codes for their activation code. I think it would just make it so much easier if you make the links available when they are ready to be taking onboarding and all that great stuff. I think right now the onboarding is specifically and mainly for the people that are already in Get Fit Mining, that are already in Movequest, and they can get over here efficiently because they're already in the system. But for the new people, all right, if we are ready to start sharing this with new people, I would like to see a more efficient a link process being put out there so we can just copy paste. When people click our link, it takes them straight to the onboarding, which it will automatically put the activation code in to the onboarding, and there won't have to be a whole lot of copy pasting stuff. And quite honestly, I'm going to suggest to those that are sharing this, to those that are not as privy to the systems of crypto and this type of project, I would wait until it's that easy. I would honestly just wait until it is that easy to do it. All right. So I've already done my disclaimers. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. We're going to end this live. We've been on for an hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you felt like this was valuable, share it with somebody. All right, we're going to continue to do videos about this. You guys know that Movequest is my #1 platform, has been for months now, and we're so excited about what it's doing, not just in our financial lives and the opportunity that it could give us, but what it's doing for us holistically and health-wise. A lot of us need something like this, honestly. A lot of us are living sedentary lives. We sit at our desks all day. We're not getting up and getting active. And this is just me speaking on Americans, but I posted something on my Facebook, but America has got to be the most unhealthy country on the planet. And if we are not sharing Movequest with Americans, especially as something that is available in America, is not under siege by the SEC or anything like that, it's not claiming to be some kind of something that it's not, right? And this is why I suggest everyone, as a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do right now. For those of you that are watching, I am going to post Lynette's latest video in the comment section. I think that everyone needs to see it. Everyone needs to see this video. I'm going to go watch it again. Honestly, I'm going to watch this again. So I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to drop it into the comment section here right now. I'll paste it. And we're going to, let's see if it'll let me. I'm going to share it at least. I don't know if you guys can copy paste that, but we're also going to favorite it and keep it up there for the duration of this video. Listen, get on YouTube, watch Lynette's presentations. I also have this in my Telegram group as well. So for those of you that are in my Telegram group, all 70 plus of you, make sure that you watch this video in its entirety. Get as updated as you possibly can about what's going on. Okay, it's very, very important. This MQT token that we have can be a life-changing token, and I don't say that often. But the use case of this is something that really can benefit so many people and help so many different lives out there. And to be able to be incentivized and rewarded for all that movement. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't even have to be out there getting 20,000 steps. Lynette was talking about how she was crocheting. She's crocheting with her Apple Watch on and getting all the updates and steps that she needs. She's dribbling a basketball. A lot of us can be out here just doing just simple things and getting our movement in. You don't have to be the one that's in the gym doing 20,000 steps or going out and walking 20 miles or 10 miles or whatever the case may be to earn that. All right. While that does help you get it organically, and you might see more benefit to your personal health by doing it that way, it doesn't have to be done that way. There are many ways that you can get all of your movement accounted for. So make sure you get out there and get moving. This is BOJ. We're out. We're going to go get moving ourselves. If you like this content, share it with somebody. Make sure that somebody sees it. The hatchery is on the way. It had to deal with some technical difficulties starting out. But ladies and gentlemen, it should be worked out in the next 30 to an hour. Hopefully that is the projection that they gave in the Discord. And that's it for today. Or that's it for right now. We may come back a little bit later. I've got some errands to run, but ladies and gentlemen, we're so excited about this. I already did my disclaimers. Put your 2FA. I'll do them again. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It's Well, ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content and you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if you get you, nothing I can do to help you. All right, stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. So excited. See y'all in the next one. Peace out.